HSBC Sevens World Series returns, and in this first IRB Sevens World programme, we'll look ahead to another campaign. We join the Master Sevens coach pre-season as he practices as he preaches. We're with Wales as they're paid a visit by one golden girl. And we catch up on all the latest Sevens action from around the world, including Rugby World Cup qualifying on 5 continents. But the here and now is the HSBC Sevens World Series, due to kick off on Australia's Gold Coast, where Fiji hold the title.
They're running riot. This is what they promised they'd do. Well, they're playing cat and mouse, and the cat is eating the mouse. No trouble. This is Batu! Oh, yes! Fiji are back on top of the world again.
The series lands in Dubai for round 2, where last season the Northern Lights shone the brightest.
England and France, the first ever all-Northern Hemisphere final. How do you like that? Hot to truck, great try for England.
This is Renaud Delmas, chased all the way, he's their flyer.
The strike runner is Turner.
They triumph again here.
Port Elizabeth provides the next cauldron-like atmosphere, New Zealand bidding to make it 4 in a row in South Africa.
Tomasi Tama wastes no time, and DJ Forbes gets the opener. Surely a try here. All square again. What a final. It's a try for South Africa, and Stephen Hunt says South Africa. A little cut inside. He's under the post. The hero of South African Sevens. Toby Arnold, this could be the winning score with just 1 second to play.
First up in 2013, the All Black Sevens will play host in Wellington, where they're chasing a hat-trick of titles.
Halai goes for the line and scores it. Kalani Sau is pushed away by Tomasi Tama.
And the victory goes to New Zealand by 24-7 over Fiji.
Las Vegas and the USA Sevens provides the setting for round 5. Samoa, the defending champions.
These two teams will give absolutely everything. The Samoan support here in Las Vegas have gone absolutely crazy. Look at them!
Oh, the danger man is Tomasi Tama. Faro Saliba goes for the corner. Faro Saliba scored the winner! Balafoti, Faro Saliba, the king of Las Vegas.
Round 6 is the big one, Hong Kong guaranteeing its own brand of Sevens magic.
And here they come, Fiji to play New Zealand.
This place in Hong Kong has just erupted with some fantastic rugby.
The bounce is kind! Look to my leggy! Your eyes have seen the glory of a great Sevens game. Fiji win the Cathay Pacific HSBC Hong Kong Sevens!
It's a short hop across Asia to Japan for the Tokyo Sevens, where drama and excitement was in no short supply last season.
The quality of the rugby here by this young Australian team is just outstanding.
Oh, there's an overlap here. 26 plays 26. This to lead it again. He's got it. A kick of a lifetime. And just look at the joy, the ecstasy for these youngsters.
As the series reaches a climax, Europe is the setting, and first Sevens goes home to Scotland and Glasgow, where New Zealand all but clinched last year's series.
And it's an overlap for DJ Forbes. Well worked by New Zealand. And away they go. This time it's Adi Savea. The captain, DJ Forbes, caps it all.
And the record-breaking setting for the series finale, England's capital London and Twickenham, where the spoils were shared last season.
It's Fiji versus Samoa, the final match of the HSBC Sevens World Series. Elusive, aren't they? Wonderful hands, wonderful pace. Fires the lever, he'll go through. Boom, crash, try. Katoninbao goes himself, slips through, offloads, brilliant. And New Zealand, they won in Port Elizabeth, they won in Wellington, they won in Glasgow. They have won the overall HSBC Sevens Championship title for 2011-2012.
So another title for New Zealand's players, but for their coach, London rubber-stamped an extraordinary 10th series title. And it's no surprise that he lives by the very same gruelling regime he sets for his players.
Obviously, like my players, I have to train every day. It's a lot easier to coach the players and put them through these demanding sessions if you do it yourself. And coach has always got to set the standard. And if you live by what you say, then it's, again, a lot easier to certainly coach. It's just part of your lifestyle and part of our tradition and protocols that we set within our teams. Wins me tournaments, no question. What does it give you? It gives you consistency and performance, no question, and we live by that. It's going to be another challenge at the start of the new World Series year, it always is, and obviously a lot of new players coming into the Sevens system here in New Zealand. It's going to be a real test for myself as a coach, and obviously for the new players. It's going to be a massive, massive challenge for them. So it's going to be a real tough World Series this year. But again, Fiji's the team that worries me the most, mainly because of the depth right here. It's a tough tournament on the Gold Coast. The very first one is tough, but it's tough in a sense that you have to do well to do well in the World Series. I've always said that. You can start well, you're not sort of chasing the teams right throughout the way. And if we get it right this year and we can start well, it just makes it so much easier.
And the expectation on the side keeps growing, heightened this season by a new name, the All Black Sevens, a rebranding exercise that brings a new title, but also an honour and an opportunity.
The name All Blacks has a lot of mana and respect. Certainly going to be a lot of pressure on the players with that All Black tag. You know, I think it's awesome. There'll be a lot of youth in New Zealand that perhaps will aspire to be Sevens All Blacks now. And it has a special meaning. To me, being an All Black's the pinnacle of any rugby player's career. Now you can be an All Black Sevens player. So it's going to be quite exciting and I'm looking forward to it.
Tietjens' immediate gaze is focused on the Gold Coast, but there's also a bigger picture and plenty more to plan for over the next 4 years.
I've been to 4 Commonwealth Games and that was really special to me. If I look back at and treasure memories of the times as a coach, as a New Zealand Sevens coach, and going to the Olympics is another tenfold from that, and I'm just so excited. And again, you know, watching the Olympics, it was never far from my mind this could be us in 4 years' time. There'll be a lot of youngsters now that realistically could be an Olympian in 2016. It is a big year for us, and it's going to be the official World Cup in Russia. It's going to be a massive challenge. We've won one World Cup back in, I think, 2001 in South America. I'll always remember that. Jonah played very well, and so going away this year, of course, to Russia is quite special, and I'm looking forward to that.
And who would bet against rugby's most decorated coach doing it again? While the men's game goes from strength to strength, 2012 was also a breakthrough year for the women's game. 3 IRB Women's Sevens Challenge Cup tournaments were played in Dubai, Hong Kong and London, paving the way for a new women's series this year.
The breakthrough by Mandy Marshak, and the captain is going to settle this outcome for sure now. They surely have an overlap here. Gerald Phillips scores! Oh, and it's bounced into the hands of Ghislaine Landry. Landry's going to score the second try, and really a big England mistake. They've got a clear overlap here into the hands of Landry, and Wade right out to the far side, and the try is there. and it's scored by Mandy Marchak, the captain. The first ever Challenge Cup, a big moment in the history of women's rugby sevens. Now some pace on the outside again, guess who? Michaela Staniford, this time they've held her back. There's the support of Alice Richardson. That could be the clincher. What more? Can she get it the whole way? The 25-year-old from Worcester is going to open the scoring. Just reaches the ground and the try. Emily Cherry cuts inside, looks for the offload. Brilliantly taken by Bo de la Cruz. This is going to level it up. Well, what a score, what a game. Sonia Green challenged all the way by Kobe Jane Morgan into the hands of Joanne Watmore. This is going to be the winning try for England. England, the winners in a wonderful final here in the Hong Kong Stadium.
Here's Scarlett, and Scarlett is through, and Scarlett scores for England, and they do make the final.
Big chance here, goes away by Kay Wilson, not the best pass, but into the hands of Joanne Watmore. Heather Fisher, oh, it's going to work surely. Overlap on the right, Kat Merchant, quick, and scores.
England finishing as the season's form team, and there's more to look forward to this year with confirmation of a new IRB Women's Sevens World Series, with rounds in Dubai, USA, China and the Netherlands. Still to come, defending World Cup champions Wales meet their match in one local hero, and we get up to speed with the latest from Rugby World Cup Sevens qualifying, including the HSBC Asian Sevens Series. The HSBC Asian Sevens Series kicked off recently in Borneo, the first of 4 rounds that will also decide Asia's places at the Rugby World Cup Sevens in Moscow next year. In the first of the Borneo semi-finals, defending Asian champions Japan faced China.
Sakai gets the ball away from the ruck. China under pressure. Takiri draws the defence, and it's Hano over for the try.
Japan's principal rivals are Hong Kong, and they faced Korea for a place in the final.
Hong Kong do really well at that kick-off. Great tap down. Rowan Varty, a bullocking run by Nick Hewson. He's finally brought down about 7 metres short. Hong Kong have men available both sides. They come right. A lovely long pass out to Tom McQueen. Hong Kong are racking up the points here.
Hong Kong through to face the Japanese, and 3 well-taken tries gave them a 5-point lead at the break. Would Asia's powerhouse rugby nation be able to respond?
Japan has scored down. Takiri takes the quick tap. Can he find a gap in the defence? Yes, he can. He glides through. Takiri's got Hano with him. A simple pass, and he's over for the try. Japan take the lead. The Japanese with the kickoff, they'll be looking to get under this one, to tap it back to regain possession. And they do. Great work by their forwards. Takiri's at it again. He's looked sharp all day, a dummy. Great strength, and he offloads to Taimpoa. Japan take control of the game, and surely they won't be caught now.
Japan crowned Borneo champions, but they'd sit out the next round in Shanghai amid security fears. A prime opportunity then for Hong Kong to make up ground on their rivals. Chinese Taipei stood between them and a place in a second final.
Hong Kong using the width of the field, letting the ball do the work. Some lovely crisp passing. Hewson to Yu Kam Shing. He cuts inside, and Chinese Taipei's defence has let them down once more.
It was harder work for China against defending champions Korea, the hosts doing enough, though, to win through. but they had no answer to Hong Kong's power and pace in the cup final.
It's been all Hong Kong so far. China seem all at sea. A missed pass in midfield. James Hood latches onto it. A nice fend and he's over. What can Hong Kong conjure here? The ball moved away from the scrum effectively. Varty in midfield. Booms out to pass to Tom McQueen. He does well attracting two defenders. Varty on the loop around. He's got the pace. No, he's caught. But James Hood is on the support line on the inside. His second of the day, and Dairese's men are doing a demolition job.
Hong Kong attacking until the very last minute and impressive in victory. Overall, they lead the Asian standings with Mumbai and Singapore to come. Added incentive this year to finish among Asia's top three and qualify for Rugby World Cup Sevens in Moscow. And elsewhere around the world, qualifying for the World Cup is also well and truly underway. In Europe, the colourful Algarve Sevens doubled as qualifying with 5 men's places up for grabs. France and Georgia impressed early on and made it through to the semi-finals to book their places, but both fell to new core teams on the HSBC Sevens World Series, Spain and Portugal. And in the cup final, the Iberian neighbours went head-to-head in front of Portugal's home crowd.
It's been a war of attrition here on the Algarve in the cup final. Mateus has the ball for Portugal. He switches direction of play. Links in with Duarte Moreira. Sempre is corner flagging, but I don't think he'll be able to catch him. Moreira's in for the first score of the match. Conversion attempt here for Pedro Leal. Portugal ahead, 7-0. Spain desperately trying to find something in reply here. Carlos Blanco picks up, shifts it left. It's Martin Herrera. Beats the last defender, and Estevez won't get there either. 7-5.
Scotland were made to work far harder for their World Cup place. Having lost to Spain on day one and France in the quarter-finals, the Scots battled their way past Germany and then Italy in the plate final to take the crucial 5th and final qualifying spot. Relief and delight for the founders of the game. Europe's women waged their qualifying battle in Moscow. England through top and Spain, France, Netherlands and Ireland also booking return trips alongside hosts Russia. The Oceania Sevens in Sydney doubled as men's Rugby World Cup Sevens qualifying, and it was hosts Australia who ran out winners against Samoa in the final. Teenager Alan Fa'alavaau showing a clean pair of heels for one of the hosts' 2 tries in a narrow 12-5 victory. The Samoans already through to Moscow, having reached the World Cup quarter-finals last time out in Dubai in 2009. Australia delighted to join them there. Oceania's remaining World Cup place hinged on the crucial 3rd-4th playoff between the Cook Islands and Tonga. Trailing 10-0 at half-time, Tonga pulled themselves back into contention with 2 well-taken tries before edging ahead. And another brace put a gloss on the scoreline. The Tongans through to Moscow. Oceania's women's qualifying, meanwhile, was played in Fiji. And with 2009 finalists New Zealand and Australia already locked in, 3rd-placed Fiji now compete with Asia's best for 3 places. In North America, Canada's women made light work of things. John Tate's side not conceding a single point in cruising through. In the final, they beat Trinidad and Tobago to join the USA in the World Cup draw. And in the men's game too, the usual suspects held sway. USA and Canada breezing through to face each other in the final, and so securing their World Cup places. The final academic, but in the battle for local supremacy, the Canadians putting down a marker ahead of the new World Series. And finally, in the most recent qualifiers in Africa, in something of a surprise, it was Tunisia's women who beat Kenya to secure their World Cup place and join their male compatriots who were beaten by Zimbabwe to top spot, but still qualified second from Africa and take their place in Moscow. Rugby nations the world over then bidding to reach the World Cup Sevens next year in Moscow, and the men's teams all vying to emulate the feats of Wales, who won the last edition in such memorable fashion back in 2009. It was a glorious march through the knockout stages, starting as 80-1 rank outsiders against the might of New Zealand in the quarter-finals.
Oh, lovely try! Lee Williams of Wales! Lovely run, pretty Pugh. Wales in front at half-time. Pugh gets it wide. Where's the bounce go? Oh, played away beautifully for Isaacs. And he's patient. And it's a victory for Wales. They have beaten New Zealand by 15-14 at the quarter-final stage.
That was a roller coaster year. Nobody saw that one come in. You know, what people don't realise is the tournament before that World Cup, our team went around and beat New Zealand. Those boys had been playing sevens a while and had confidence in themselves and knew they were capable of beating anyone on their day. And it's just when we came to play New Zealand in our quarter-final, the fact that we played them 5-6 weeks before and beaten them, I think that was a big confidence boost for us, and the boys believed in themselves probably for the first time against the New Zealand team. It was a tremendous experience and something you can't find words to describe it at times. It all happened so quick. But looking back on it, you know, it was a unique experience and something that I can't believe is coming around again. You know, there's 9 small steps before the World Cup yet. There's 9 tournaments that we've got to compete in order to build up to that. But that's in the back of our minds, that's in the back of our planning. Come Moscow at the end of June, but it's definitely something that we're looking forward to.
And glimpsing further into the future, Sevens players are now joining compatriots in the grandest sporting family of all.
How you doing, boys? I'm Jade. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
London 2012 provided a spectacle like no other, but it also marked the start of rugby's own countdown to Rio 2016. For Wales, an extra pre-season motivation and inspiration came in the form of a local hero, gold medal winning Olympian, Jade Jones.
So Jade, it was great to see you win gold medal at the Olympics. What was the whole experience like?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience to go there and win on home soil. Everyone's shouting my name and screaming for me. Yeah, it was amazing.
I went to the Commonwealth Games in Delhi. How did you find the Olympic Village in London?
Yeah, it was amazing. I was proper surprised when I got there. It was massive, and there's barbecues going off on the side of the road and things like that. So yeah, it was, and all different athletes just trotting about the village. You never know who you're going to meet. So yeah, it was good. Is it Rugby Sevens in 2016? You must be really excited.
Yeah, we are very excited. I'm sure 4 of us might be too old, but I'm sure Reece will be there. Because it's a big moment for rugby. Hopefully the boys will be looking forward to the challenge. So is this surreal to have your own post box in your own village?
Yeah, it's been a bit crazy. When I went up the street, seeing everyone queuing up and having their picture with the post box. So yeah, it's all a bit mad.
So you're going to show us some moves?
Yeah. Just going to do a high kick and then you can try and copy.
Yeah. Right, get a good camera angle on me. Not bad. What's your speciality?
Probably headshots.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been called the headhunter.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Do you reckon you can kick up?
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Finally this time we pop the cork on a new series of champagne moments in Sevens. And with the Gold Coast Sevens kicking off the new World Series we started a decade ago in Brisbane.
The World Rugby Sevens has come to the home of Queensland Rugby on this first weekend of February 2002.
A moment in history for Matt Rogers and Wendell Saylor, their first time in the green and gold jumper. Fantastic occasion for these two guys. Rogers, a very tough tackle from Wendell Saylor. And he's going to get a 5-pointer. Take a bow, Matt Rogers. Lovely pass. Saylor on the loop.
Welcome to the team, Wendell. Great support by his teammates.
He's got support. And Matt Rogers gets his second try of the tournament. All the skills for Sailor. And finally it comes. Lovely little stutter step by the genius there of Matt Rogers. An absolutely exquisite try by the Australian team.
Can Lightning strike twice in 2012?